Legend of Total War here, and today we've got a saving a disaster situation playing as the Northern Provinces going up against Clan Scryer, where their forces are extremely high damage dealing. These Jezzails are no joke. Extremely high damage dealing, really long range, lots of ammunition, and they stalk. And they've got a Warpstone Doom Rocket, loads of Winds of Magic, Ichor Claw is going to be difficult to take out, good support units as well, including Poison Wind Mortars, and they're bringing a bit more than 2.5 stacks against us. We've got, this army here is okay, like, Jade Warriors are good, but the problem here is like a single volley from these Warplock Jezzails basically deletes half of their health, and trying to close in quickly, I mean, there's a huge range difference between them. Even the artillery just aren't going to be able to match very well. These guys have so much range that they'll actually be able to close in to these artillery and just snipe them really quickly. And our reinforcements aren't really, it's just the same kind of units. This is not a good matchup for us whatsoever. Now, I said it's a disaster situation, not a disaster battle necessarily, because we're attacking, it's his turn, we have the option to back off and come at this from a different angle. So first thing I want to check is the difficulty. So he's not playing with any AI stat modifiers. I'll bump it up a little bit. Okay. And the main thing that I want to do here is showcase to you guys, like, you don't have to always just attack head on in any situation, and that there's in situations where you have multiple enemy forces coming at you and you have multiple armies, picking and choosing the location of your forces can be the difference between you taking ridiculous numbers of casualties, which is what would have happened in that, even if we managed to win it. There was no way we were going to get out of that without horrendous casualties. It's just impossible. Or, potentially, minimal casualties. Now, as you guys know, I like to keep my armies alive. It's one of my main goals in these disasters. And so, by some clever maneuvering, I think that we can preserve the army's integrity for the most part, and still smash the enemy forces. So, if we have a look here at these two armies, they have used up pretty much all their movement. So I can't really do that much with them apart from attack again at Ichor Claw, which is not what I want to do. He did attempt to put 2 points into Lightning Strike here. He wanted to use full Lightning Strike, but he can only recruit these lords at rank 4, so wasn't enough to get Lightning Strike there. Now, this lord here has enough movement to launch an attack on different targets. Attacking Ichor Claw, I think, is the wrong choice. He's just too powerful. Like, this army here on its own is going to be a problem. Even if you were to Lightning Strike with this one here, I still think you would take monstrous casualties fighting him, just because of those goddamn Jezzails. They are very strong. So what we want to do here instead, I want to remove this lord, so I'm going to take off all of these items. Well, level 24 5 Lord is great. It's just the wrong Lord type. What we need is actually a Magistrate Lord. If all we're recruiting is rank 4 ones, Weapon Specialist here, that guy will do. Okay, we retain our movement, and I still want to get Lightning Strike, mainly for the enemy battle reinforcement time. Now, I can't use this guy because he's used up all of his movement. I just needed another one. So what we then need to do is have a look at our equipment. I want the Frostworm Skull because that's going to give us Vanguard deployment. That's going to be really handy for what I want to do. Then we want to get the Von Carstein Blade, also really handy because that'll give us regen, which that's not that important. But I need the essentially 18 melee attack because Frenzy provides 10 as well. And then if we go down, the Talisman isn't really that important, but whatever, just chuck something on there. You can always just give these back to your other characters. And then if we go down to Icon of the Spirit Dragon, the Bound Spell Ancestral Warriors, that is absolutely critical for what I want to do. Then we'll grab the Revered Banner of the Ancestors, which will give us a little bit of extra melee attack. And then, rather than attack at Ichor Claw, we attack at this one here. I think many of you guys could have identified straight away that this is the weak point in their army. You don't attack the enemy at their strong point, attack them in their weak point, right? So, strike right there. Now, decisive defeat in auto resolve. As I've said to you guys so many times before, the auto-resolve result doesn't friggin' matter. Think about things in terms of what the game's rules are. The enemy will lose the battle if all of their units that are currently on the battlefield have been routed. So we have a minute 48 to take this force out before Ichor Claw shows up. Now, none of these armies here are on force march, so they don't get wiped out. But what will happen due to our location is that they will be pushed in different directions and they will no longer reinforce each other. That's what I think, because if you saw the angle that we came at them from, we're sandwiched kind of in the middle of these three, and they always just go in a straight direction away from you. Now, here's another problem that we're going to face. There are loads of Menace Belows. If we kill this guy and they put a Menace Below up, then we also need to get rid of the Menace Below. Now, the next Menace Below can show up before the first one has been wiped out. And with 6 Menace Belows, they can buy themselves enough time to actually get Ichiclaw in. Because 6 Menace Belows will take about 5.5 minutes to get rid of. But here's the thing, they have a nuke. If I use the Ancestral Warriors, not necessarily to damage him, but to be... After they've used the Menace Below, they are pinned down by the Ancestral Warriors. They'll then use the nuke on the Ancestral Warriors to wipe out their own summon, so that we route that straight away. They use up their nuke, and we win the battle that way. So anyway, let's jump in here and see how we actually go. it's a bit risky, and here's another thing as well. If we lose this battle, we can actually just attempt it again, because we're the attacker. You don't lose all your movement. We've got plenty of it. And so we just need to keep doing this until it actually works. Every single time we damage him by just a tiny little bit, it's one step in the right direction. I did change the battle difficulty, didn't I? It was based on stats. Yeah, I did. Okay, cool. Okay, so this is where that Vanguard deployment's going to come in handy. Because, yeah, it'd be great if in the next battle we don't have to deal with the nuke. Because most of your units just can't really dodge them. Okay, hang on. Because horses will constantly try to charge, and we don't want that to happen. Because, yeah, if we're knocking... Don't do that animation, that's not good. Alright, he's just using spellcasting, that's fine. Alright, now it's hard to say exactly what he's going to do first, whether use the nuke or the Menace Below. Really hard to say. Come on, guys. You're just not hitting him. Freaking animations. There we go, now we're doing some damage. Here comes the nuke. Cool, done. Now they can still use the... they can still use their Menace Belows, and they'll actually fight to the death. But it doesn't matter. We've done what we needed to do here. But Legend, that was cheese. I don't fucking care. And sometimes you can get a great victory without even inflicting a single casualty. But we're not done yet, because this is just to make getting rid of Ichiclaw significantly easier. But Legend, I wanted you to fight a battle where 99% of all combatants die. No! You should avoid those fights. At all costs. Because, like, who cares about this fucking settlement? Like... But Legend, don't you want to throw 50,000 soldiers away to save level 1 Montanus? No! You shouldn't either. If you saw the Skaven coming, you didn't know what to do. You should just fucking run. Wait for a better opportunity. Oh, level 1 Montanus. Sacrifice 3 armies for them. Okay, now we've got you a good defeat rate, even if that Lord isn't active. More research rate, especially for Cathayan, is going to be handy because, you know, they've got a lot of tech to go through. Now, we still need this Lord in order to launch the attack on Ichiclaw, because these ones here are out of movement. But just chuck you in there. You move over here. Now we need you the most. So, what we're going to do... Let's take off all of these items here. We can see that, yeah, these 3 armies, they're no longer reinforcing each other. But I'm not able to reach these 2 here because of the river. But this one here is still able to reach Montanus. But if it is just these 2 here, then I don't think that's anywhere near as big of a deal as what Ichiclaw has got to the table. He's by far got the strongest army. Alright, so now let's kick this guy out and let's bring someone else in. So we've got... Harmonizer. This guy's level 3. Good to level someone up a bit. Alright, we'll go with you. Main reason for tagging him out is just basically to get another defeat trait out of Ichiclaw, because it's really good. Okay, now, this guy here, I'm going to have to rely on him very heavily in the next fight. So, we don't need Vanguard deployment in the next one. I need Star Metal Plate. I need the Von Carstein Blade. I need... Let's see, what do we got in here? Talisman. This time we will need the Encore Chain. And enchanted item, we'll take the Icon of Spirit Dragon. What we need to do here is neutralize as many of the Warplock Jezzails as possible. Because I think if we launch the attack, they will not rush at us. Also, you've got some banners here that could be useful. So you've got Revered Banner of the Ancestors, we'll take that. And I saw that there was a banner here that would be quite useful. So take this one off, that's not really useful. And put on the Standard of Nangal. Extra range for our Grand Cannon is going to be really handy because I need that to, excuse me, I need that to snipe Ikiclaw as best as we possibly can. Alright, now we launch the attack, you know, having prepared as much as possible. This guy here could get some equipment, but I'm not going to rely on him that much. Okay, so we can see here that we got a decisive victory, but casualties are medium. Oh, it's a decisive victory, no problem. Yeah, winning this one here is not the problem. Okay, if we auto-resolve this and take medium casualties, then those other forces are definitely going to strike at you, and you're going to be in a weakened position. So I need to do a good job on this one, fighting it manually. Again, everything's on, yeah, maximum battle difficulty. Now we need to adjust this banner here and pop it down on that there. So that'll give it 540 range, so that we can snipe at any particular targets that seem particularly dangerous. Alright, because it's going to be hard to really hit them with the fire rain rockets, so I kind of need the ground cannons more. Alright, let's jump in and see how we go. Because yeah, here's the thing. We're definitely going to win this battle. But that's not the only thing that matters. It's about mitigating how much damage those Jezzails do. If I do a bad job of this, those Jezzails will rip us to pieces so bloody quickly. And so that's the main challenge here. Making sure those Jezzails don't destroy our army. Alright, bring our reinforcements over to here. I don't think they'll come at us. Yeah, we got next to no winds of magic, but that's... I wasn't relying on winds of magic to win this one. So just need to wait for them to come onto the battlefield. Yeah, they're just going to sit there. Trying to waste the ammunition of the Jezzails is definitely something that you could do, but they do have a lot of it, and a single shot just does so much damage that it's not really worth it. Best way to, I think, get rid of them is to kill them. Now, the garrison that's coming in this time, we'll use them as our front line, because they don't matter as much as our other troops, and just try to hold the enemy back. Not hold the enemy back, but use basically the first ones to get hit. Ikiclaw's still got loads of winds of magic, and we'll probably be using... Oh, he's got the Forbidden Rod, so he's going to generate more winds of magic with that, but damage himself. Alright, I'll organize this. Don't get in too close, or else they're going to start coming towards us. If our artillery gets within range of their units, they'll rush at us. Alright, are we done? Alright, that's all of our troops, so let's get organized now. So it's very nice of him to buy some time to get organized here. That's very nice. Okay, just basic setup there. Alright, these ones here, just going to put them in a control group for now. Just like that. Alright, you're on control group 1. The other heroes, I just need to get to know what their skills are. Put this one here, control group 2. That one's on a, yeah, it's on a moonbird. Yeah, they're giving us plenty of time to set up, so that's good. Alright, try to organize this stuff here as best we can. Good thing you got some Jade Warriors, crossbowmen with shields. I mean, Jezzails have shield breaker as well, so it's actually not really going to matter that much. Very dangerous units. Alright, so... Okay, the guy on foot... hang on. Two of these guys here, they're on foot. Okay, I'm going to put them in control group 4. These ones here, control group 5. Yep, alright, get them into the forest. These ones here, control group... also be in 5, you go in that way as well. Then, let's see here. Alright, I'm going to put the regular Jade Warriors up front because they've got shields, but again, let's have a look. The shield value is 35%, and I think Jezzail's block 28, I'll get rid of 28%, so it's not much, but it's not nothing. Right, let's move these guys behind because they don't have shields, so they will be a little bit more vulnerable to the Jezzails. Ideally, we want to make sure the Jezzails don't show up at all because they fucking hurt. Okay, so now that we've got that organized, you go up ahead. Now, it's really good that we've got a non-spellcaster because if we use any magical missile attacks on them, that will definitely cause them to come towards us. Now, if I can kill Ikiclaw with this guy, that'd be great, but my primary goal is to take out the Jezzails. Now, these guys here what I want them to do is just sneak in through the forest this way and be in a position to come in and flank them. Shit, watch out. Yeah, watch out, these Giselles are no joke. That's it, don't be a Rickon. Zigzag. Also, this can help a little bit. Physical resistance does help. Probably would have actually been better to waste their ammo. They're burning through it fairly quickly, but I don't know. It's kind of too cheesy. People don't like it when I waste enemy ammo. I'll do it if I absolutely have to, but I don't here, I think. All right, so let's see. Let's start with this Giselle here. All right, so we didn't take too much damage there. That's good. Okay, now while that's going on, slowly sneak in. We've got to come in through here, so we want minimal amount of their visibility, so we can move into the next group of forest. This guy's got really good combat stats. Yeah, these guys are good for this. All right, looking at Ikaclaw's combat stats. He's not gonna be able to take on the entire army by himself. Alright, we did a bit of damage to them, but this is the thing, when you go into melee with the Warplock Giselles, they just run away from you, and you just can't get a hit in. If we had any cavalry units, which I'm not including these ones here as cavalry, that'd be a different story. It'd actually be a lot easier to take out the Warplock Giselles, because even if they're running away from you, you will still do shitloads of damage. Single entity is just not good at dealing with that kind of stuff. It was actually kind of better in Warhammer 2 with that, but in Warhammer 3 they're doing alright at the moment, but mostly just escort them. Very annoying. So I've got these summons here, but I'm just waiting for a good opportunity to use them. Because if I pop it down on this one here, it's not really going to pin them down. Okay, whoa, watch out for those Giselles. Yeah, as soon as you turn your back on them, fucking rats. Alright, at least this one's isolated now. We should have no trouble finishing it off. And you can see here, they're just not choosing to advance. Man, look at that balance of power. I thought it would be way better than that. This was all the force that we had just up against Ikaclaw's army. Then another stack and a half to bring in. Alright, we're getting some really good value in there. It's okay to escort it off the battlefield, that works as well, because they've already lost a battle. Once Ikaclaw loses this, he's gone, well, for 5 turns, but his army is gone for good. That's it, just escort it off the battlefield. He's already a bit tired though. Okay, done. Alright, 1 down. Minimal damage done to us, so that's good. Oof. What's his resistances? Yeah, not too bad. You should see how much damage we'll do to a friggin' infantry unit. Absolutely heaps. Just like 49 damage per shot times 32. Well, actually no, it's actually 16 because each of these are actually 2 entities. Okay. Alright, here we go. Bring them in through here. Make sure these one... Yeah, they're not on fire at will. Good. That's it. Just smash up the Warplock Giselles. I'm actually more concerned about the Giselles than I am about the Poison Wind Mortars in this battle. Alright. This probably isn't the worst timing ever for this here, because I'm going to have them attack over here because there's multiple of them. Try to push them towards the edge of the map, especially with these guys coming over here. Because, yeah, it's actually detrimental for us to use our entire army here. No, just run it through here. We just want to use specific units that the enemy are going to struggle with a great deal. Okay, that's good. That's it. It's looking good. So what's this one here? Storm Vermin Sword and Shield, just ignore them. Got this one here, but we're not really taking that much damage. That's getting some really good value there, taking out the Poison Wind Mortars. Yep. Get these ones here. We've isolated them from the rest of their army, just get them off the battlefield. These ones here don't count as magical attacks as long as I don't use that ability there. It's okay if I use this one, though. That's fine. Now, obviously, we could bring in this wizard here. I could use that. And put that down, but that will get them to start moving towards us. So you can... Ooh, are they? No, they're not advancing, not yet. Okay, we've massively improved the balance of power already, at very much minimal damage to us. Okay, fight these rat ogres over here. But legend, in the forest, you lose 20% melee attack. Yeah, but so do they. What are they doing? I think they're just sort of forming up wide along this way here. It doesn't look like they're advancing just yet. Now, part of the problem is going to be that we actually don't know how many Giselles they've got. Oh no, I think they are actually advancing. Alright, I'm going to need this guy to start moving in over here. And 8... Start moving over here and start absorbing some of these Giselle shots. Going through the forest. Alright, forget about those rat ogres. Go after the Giselles. Got to keep them distracted. I've only taken out a few of them. These guys here did very well. Because yeah, it looks like they're starting to advance. Not really worried at all about the Brood Horror. And I'm actually kind of less worried about Ichaclaw than I am about the others as well. Alright, just stay right there. That way, if they start getting within range, they reveal themselves. God, I love it when I'm right about stuff. It feels so good. No, oh, okay, now they're definitely going to advance towards us. I thought I'd turn them off right well, but that's fine, it's fine. Maybe I didn't. Alright, you guys come out this way. Alright, you might as well. Everyone can be on fire at will now, I guess. Man, that's some long-range Giselle right there. Looks like what they want to do is try to move over to here and come in through the forest, which that is actually a pretty smart move. Keep that one pinned down. Holy crap, did they shoot him with like one Giselle shot from that distance? God damn. Alright. Alright, I want you to try to kill Ichaclaw now. Let's see if this actually works. No, he doesn't want to stand and fight. Oh, maybe he does. No, he's Howling Warp Gale this. Alright, so far so good, I think. Yeah, they are advancing. Alright, alright. Again, not too concerned about Ichaclaw himself. Definitely more concerned about the Giselles. Yeah, this is why we want to put the garrison up front here, like this. Right. So, Chain Lightning. Just kind of out of range there. Oh my god, the range on that. Yeah, while we're in the forest. Okay, that's okay. Yeah, they got things shooting at us, and goddamn, they are doing damage. Okay, I really need to get in close and pop that down. Oh god, it does so much damage, and I have to get in so close. Okay, they're doing just fine there. Alright, like I said, this guy here was supposed to be targeting Ichaclaw, who is... Okay, well that's not happening. Looks like that one stopped shooting as soon as I popped down the ability. How dare you. Okay, get that one, get this one here off the battlefield. These guys here keep fighting that there. Oh yeah, they are just deleting them. Our guys over here are doing just fine. Okay, they're doing alright against Ichaclaw, so this one, yep, moved into the forest. Keep them distracted where we can. Alright. No, just gotta wait for them to actually properly stop moving. Alright, let me try that. Don't be fighting that crap. Go after the Jezzails. Good thing they're getting in a bit closer than they otherwise would have needed to. Should have used that earlier. Thing is, we can tag him out for someone else. It'll be at higher health. Oh god, yeah, move that back. Move all these back because they can't get within range of those Jezzails. I've got to stop them. Got to stop them by harassing them. Charge in, charge in. All right, we've almost got rid of Vicaclaw, so their leadership should go down significantly. Watch out, watch out, watch out. That's okay, it's not going to do much damage to us. That's all good. Alright, I want these ones here to move up a little bit. No, don't go after that one. That doesn't matter. Go for the Jezzails. Alright, looks like we're just escorting him off the battlefield here. But honestly, that'll be fine. Because he's still going to get wiped out, but we would get more loot money if he gets wiped. That should not be our top priority here. Alright, advance through the forest here. That's it. Oh my god. Jesus, they do a lot of damage. Okay, turn these ones around a little bit. Oh my god, this guy here. Get him out, get him out, get him out. Get him out. Yep, we got incoming there. Alright, where are you? Oh, there's freaking those guys. Okay, send some more in this way. Watch out, watch out, watch out. We don't want... Oh my god, those Jezzails are absolutely no joke. Come on, get them out of there. Now these Death Runners are ripping us to pieces. Okay, they'll hold them back. Yeah, look how much damage they've done to us with just a handful of Jezzails. This is absolutely absurd how much damage they've done. And we've done everything that we could to try to mitigate how many of them are actually here. Look at this shit. Careful, move back. Yeah, Ikaclaw's army is just extremely damage deal. Holy shit! Holy crap. Absolutely no joke. Still, for the most part, the damage is entirely focused on the garrison. Yeah, I can't send my melee infantry forward. They get absolutely obliterated. Okay, you guys move back. You've done as much as you possibly can, I think. Okay, there we go. We army lost them at least. Alright, at least the damage done here is not that many casualties. You know what the funny thing here is that we actually got a close victory, but auto-resolve gave us decisive victory, right? But we took way fewer casualties than we would have in auto-resolve, because it said medium casualties. Way fewer casualties. Our front line would have gotten obliterated by them. Because yeah, these are just no joke units. God damn, I did everything that I possibly could to make sure they didn't get close. But yeah, the damage is really quite minimal. Maybe it's because this army here took loads of damage, and some of the single entities are a little bit damaged, but that's okay. We can deal with that. All right, we'll take on the replenishment. That'll help this army here as well, because your finances are fine. And Ikaclaw is out of the way there now. God damn, and you wanted to fight all of these armies simultaneously? Yeah, I don't think so. No way. No way. Alright. Now, he's still got other things going on this turn, so it wasn't like at the end of his turn. So, what I want to do here is save the game. Because I reckon, because it's not on legendary difficulty, I reckon they're not going to attack. That's what I think. Yeah, keep that one in there, that way we get the most amount of replenishment. Let's transfer this gatekeeper in there. Pull that one out, put this one in. Mainly to try to maximize our replenishment rate. So anything that didn't take that much damage, we pull them out there. So all the damaged ones are in here, because they'll get the most replenishment. They don't have a replenishment hero, do they? No, I don't think they do. Yep, as for the leveling up on stuff, that doesn't matter. This guy here, you know, he's got the trait, and we just tag him out for someone else. So if you want that guy again later, it's no big deal. But he's safe, and that way you've got another Lord on that's max health. Okay, and now you've also got the ability to put Lightning Strike here. So what we're going to do here, just save the game, and hit end turn, and see what they do. Yeah, because like he's got other things he wants to do this turn, and it's not a disaster campaign. And in my opinion, I think we've sorted out the situation. It's kind of weird with the auto resolves. Like, it gives you a decisive victory with loads of casualties, but you fight it manually, you don't take that many casualties, and it gives you a close victory. It's just weird. We did better than auto resolve, I can promise you that, because I tested this situation out a little bit, because it was so freaking weird. And I saw what would happen if we auto resolve that. Ugh, so many casualties. So it queued up quite a lot of wars. I can't really skip any of this stuff here. I can't even speed it up. Even if I press R, I don't think it does anything. Oh, come on, man. This is super easy, but it's going to wipe out one of his units. And when it comes down to a caravan, it's hard to replace units. So I'll fight this manually, but you guys don't need to watch it. I'll just pause it. Yeah, so I didn't think that battle was actually going to be a problem. And then I, of course, just realized that this is just a test end turn. Like, I'm sending it back before this. I should just auto-resolved it. So, well, you didn't miss out on anything interesting. As you can see, it didn't take much damage. But yeah, I forgot we're not actually going through this end turn. We're just going through it to see what Clan Scryer does. Because like I said, he's got a lot of other things going on with his turn, and I don't want to interrupt whatever his plans were, because I don't have instructions on that. Funny thing is, the title of the email is like Nuclear Rat, so clearly the nuke gave him a massive problem. He said that dodging the nuke was such a huge issue for him, but at the same time, because I didn't read out the email, it was a bit long, this one. Oh, look at that, they're offering peace. No. So let's see what happens. What are they going to do? They're not interested in fighting. Now, they've lost their best army, and without Claw to guide them, they're running the fuck away. So yeah, you don't have to worry about those other two forces immediately. Let's just have a look to see if we'll actually be able to strike at Magritta, because it is a fair bit of distance, and we don't have an Alchemist for extra campaign movement range. So we'll just go through the rest of this turn. Just have a look, but I'm going to send the save file back from that quick save right before I hit end turn. That being said, it auto-saves at the end of the turn anyway, rather than at the beginning of the turn, so it would be fine. I mean, you're big enough in the campaign that probably will save you a fair bit of money. Okay, so let's have a look. Can you make it to Magritta? You can. Awesome. So one of the armies went back here. Another one went around that way. There's no one at Nuja. This army here is unable to attack Montanas. One thing you've got to be mindful, though, is that if you attack with multiple armies, don't leave one of them out here. Put them out on the water, because there's no way that that guy will be able to come over here and ambush. Otherwise, they definitely will make the attempt. But yeah, what we would want to go back to is this quick save here, because this is where I think, like, I've solved out the situation. He's not going to have any problems dealing with essentially the rest of Clan Scryer as long as he's aggressive. Now, the next thing I need to do is actually pop down the battle difficulty back to where it was at the start of the video, because I don't think he wanted the difficulty any higher. But I just do that for these ones to make it a bit more challenging on myself. Funny thing is, because the battle difficulty, I bumped up the battle difficulty, it doesn't actually affect the missile damage that is inflicted. So yeah, that caravan that made no difference. But that's, I'm sure I have no trouble beating that one. So what we need to do here is just pop down the battle difficulty straight back to where it was, which is right there. There we go. And army is intact. You're not going to get attacked over the end turn. You got Ichor Claw's trait twice. He's wounded. This army is going to move down to here. This one is going to run out this way. Wait, hang on. That wasn't... Actually, I'm not entirely sure. Whatever the case, I'm pretty sure it's this one that comes down here, and you'll be able to strike at it. And you should be able to beat it with all the forces you've got here. And if you want to do some recruitment, you've got money. You can bolster your forces a bit more, but I think you've got more than enough to take that out. Anyway, guys, that's the end of this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. I think the big thing to take away from this is that what you do strategically and the maneuvering of your armies can make a gigantic difference in how difficult your battle is going to be. Just because the enemy are bringing in loads of forces against you doesn't mean that there isn't some option for you to split them apart, separate them, take them out in smaller groups, isolate their legendary lord into an easier battle, because if you take them out, then the rest of them like just scatter basically, because the AI is not brave. Now that our local force here is significantly stronger than them, they're not interested in fighting us anymore, which is why if we have a look at this, you can now get a peace treaty. But my recommendation is hit them while you can, because they will recover from this. Especially considering that's, yeah, tier 5. They will get really good units. Anyway, it's in this one. Appreciate you guys, and we'll see you next time. Later, guys.